Yo, what's up guys? So we're here to check out a few new Yu-Gi-Oh cards coming out in the game. The first one is the Mechanical Serpent Murakumo no Orochi, which will probably have the name changed in the TCG, but let's go ahead and check out that picture. This card definitely looks beast. It's got 2450 attack and defense, so get out your calculators, boys, when you're using this card. Anyways, it is a level 8 Dark Machine with a really easy summon condition. So it says you can only use one of this card's effect name per turn and only once a turn. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can banish 8 cards from the top of your deck face down to special summon this card. The second effect is you can banish 3 cards from your extra deck face down, then target one face up monster on the field, destroy it. That's a really easy summon, like for any Link variant deck, and it's got decent amount of attack. I could easily see this thing splashable in a lot of things. Obviously, Grid Modular Aiza, a Necro face variant, or even some variants of the Eater of Millions. This card is looking pretty spicy just as a tech card too. Just to be able to summon almost for free. I mean, yeah, you do have to banish 8 of those cards from the top of your deck, but to get just a free summon that has decent attack is not a bad idea at all. Then it follows up itself with being able to target one face-up monster and destroying it. I wish this effect, though, was to banish that monster because it would support the archetype a little bit more and everything that would go along with it. But that is Mechanical Serpent Murakumo no Orochi. And then also, in addition to that, we've got Get Out over here. This is actually a pretty interesting card as far as the artwork goes. But the effect of this card is not bad at all. I think it's an excellent side deck card. It's called Get Out with an exclamation mark. It's a normal trap card that says you can only activate a card with this card's name on once per turn. That effect being target 2 monsters your opponent controls that were special from the extra deck, shuffle them into the deck. Really great plus. Like, I mean, that's basically if you want to look at it like a compulse, but it does have to be 2. The problem with this card is if it said up to 2, it'd be so much more viable in a lot of scenarios because sometimes your opponent makes too many things to where at that point you're just going to be getting your stuff negated. So that's definitely a scenario where, again, it might be better as a side deck for some combos. And it would be better if it said, like, if you have no cards you can activate from your hand. That's what we needed. But at the end of the day, it's probably just going to be a side deck card. But nonetheless, it's not a bad card at all. Next up, this card actually has a lot of potential. This was actually posted a few days ago, but here's the artwork of it. It is called the Spirit Sculptor, but it has nothing to do with spirits. It's like Water Spirit. I think that's like one of like the original OG tuner cards. But anyways, it's level 4, 1600 attack, 2100 defense points. And its effect reads, you can only use this use the effect of this card's name once per turn. You can tribute 1 monster, add from your deck to your hand 1 monster whose combined original attack and defense is the same as the tributed monsters. So that opens up the doors for a lot of plays because obviously there's a lot of other cards that you can just special summon and maybe get an effect if you are tributing them, like the Heretics. There's a lot of other cards that would get some type of bonus effect if you're tributing them. So this is not a bad card at all for a lot of different crazy potentials. I'm really curious to see what people do with this and how people make this much stronger. And it's got decent defense too. It does have 2100. I mean, you can set it, but setting in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just usually not the go-to play. But anyways, nonetheless, that is Spirit Sculptor. Now, lastly, we have the Summon Divine Bow Apolloursa. This is another card that I actually just ended up uploading gameplay before that, but technically we didn't have the artwork in that game. If you guys haven't seen that gameplay, I'm going to go ahead and link it down below in the description box, but we've already covered this card. But this card's insane. It is a generic Link 4 that has the links in the top, bottom left, bottom, and bottom right. So the link zones are great, minus obviously the top because you're giving your opponent a zone, but it doesn't really matter. You can only control 1 of them. But the original attack in this card, it becomes the number of monsters used as link material of this card times 800. So if you use the minimum requirement, unless of course you're ranking up, it's going to be 4. And at that point, if your opponent activates a monster effect as a quick effect, you can activate this effect. This card loses exactly 800 attack, and if it does, negate that activation. It does not destroy, but here's what makes it absolutely amazing. This effect to negate stuff is not once per turn. That's insane. Just watch the gameplay, you'll see why the card is insane. A lot of people are saying it's broken, but I honestly want to know how you guys feel about the Apolloursa. Do you guys really feel like it's going to shut up the metagame? And I feel like it's a generic card, it has negate in it, and it can negate multiple times per turn. It seems like it's a really good card, probably secret rare calling it in the TCG right now. But anyways guys, those are the new Yu-Gi-Oh cards for the vid. Hopefully you enjoyed the vid. If you did, drop a like on it, and if you're new to the channel here, hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell. You don't want to miss out when there's new Yu-Gi-Oh cards to check out, and we'll be uploading gameplay very soon. In fact, I already got gameplay of this, but we gotta upload it. But I gotta get out, of course, the news first. But we'll be uploading gameplay of course, everything that you guys see very soon. But anyways, thanks for watching. And if you guys want to send me in replays of any of the new stuff, man, feel free to go ahead and send some in. I still need some the Fortune Lady stuff, which I'll probably end up streaming very soon as well. Anyways, thanks for watching, and peace.